Hello fellow hikers, my name is Claudia. I was born and raised in Switzerland, but I live in Idaho and I love to hike. I just want to create this YouTube channel to help you guys find hikes you can do hut to hut, some cool via ferratas as well. Anyway, enjoy, thank you. I call this video the National Geographic hike because this little pocket of the Swiss Alps in the canton of Appenzell really became famous when it made the cover of the National Geographic magazine. This hike is 26 kilometers over 1,300 meters elevation gain and 2,200 meters elevation drop. Count all day to do this hike. You can shorten it a little bit by not going clear around the Seealpsee lake or making the detour I did above the Aescher guesthouse, but it's doable and one of my top favorites. If you don't like the metric system, here are the stats in miles and feet. And it looks like in real time we beat the anticipated 11 hours and 20 minutes by completing it in 8 hours 40 minutes. You are going to see 3 mountain lakes, the iconic Saxer Lücke and the totally cool Aescher restaurant embedded in the cliff wall. Because it's a lot for one day, I'm calling it a 1 day, 2 nights hut to hut hike, because you're gonna want to start right there when you wake up and stay there again when you complete the loop in the evening. I did this with my hubby and my brother, and we stayed there at this incredible place in Wasserauen. Ruth and Nicholas are farmers who have set up a sleep in the hay barn as a bed and breakfast. There's a variety of bedrooms in the barn, but basically you just make yourself a bed in the hay. They give you a pillow and sheets and blankets, and you just fluff up the hay any way you want to be comfy. It's rustic and full of charm, but the bathroom is just like you want it, new and clean and super functional. And of course, I wouldn't be suggesting this place if it wasn't offered at a great price. When you wake up in the morning, you actually walk over to their house and your breakfast is served in their adorable dining room. It was a good Swiss hearty breakfast with homemade jam, their own eggs and milk from the farm, and everything. And check out this picture on the wall. You're gonna leave all your stuff there and just pack a little day pack, walk to the train station and buy a ticket to Brülisau, where you're going to take the gondola up to the Hoher Kasten, which translates as high crate because of the boxy shape of this mountain. Great views from the top of the gondola, but from there you will descend and approach your first lake of the day, which is called Sämtisersee. The Sämtis is a major mountain in this range and it's straight ahead of you. And pretty soon you'll be on the crest of the most awesome ridge. If you have clear skies, you can see Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein right below you, and possibly Italy. You get to hike on this ridge for a good long while, and then all of a sudden you're over the breathtaking point of the iconic Saxer Lücke. There's a whole bunch of educational signs along the way that explain how this geological wonder took place. Take a bunch of pictures and then make your way down to the second lake, which is called Fählensee. There's a restaurant there with a great view on the lake. Next, you have a pretty serious climb over the next ridge. Again, great view on top and so many mountain summits. It was super enjoyable taking a break in the grass. Continue on for a while and you'll descend to your third and final lake, the famous Seealpsee. I always get so many pictures of this lake on my Instagram feed that I wanted to hike around the whole lake to see which angle is the most beautiful. I think the west side wins with this cool view on what I would call Mount Crumpet. After that, it's really not much further until you get to the Aescher Berg guesthouse. There were tons of people having a drink outside. I wanted to continue just above the restaurant where there is a very unique cave chapel. There's actually a network of 3 caves, and they were used by monks in the 1600s. Back at the bed and breakfast, Ruth had baked us the most wonderful vegetarian cheese quiche served with a salad. It was so good that I had to jot down the recipe. I made it at home once, but I think you just need the local Swiss cheese to make it so incredible. And that was it. We slept there again that night and then made our way out in the morning after saying goodbye to the goats, of course. If you want to include an altitude hut in your hike, I wanted to point out that you can stay at the Hundsteinhütte, which is right there by your second lake, the Fählensee. And if you want to spend more time hiking in this area, like if you want to hike the Sentis mountain, there are 3 more huts from the Swiss Alpine Club right there. Look them up on the official website at sac-cast.ch. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've got some awesome videos out there, namely a 5-day hut-to-hut, a 3-day hut-to-hut, and several via ferratas, all in the Swiss Alps, and lots more in the plans. Thanks for watching.